take the medicine ball nice and deep between your legs, pull it to your chest and press it up overhead and back down. Now at home, when you're doing this, I want you to get nice and deep, clear your hips, and on the way up, the ball should touch your chest on the way up, press it up as high as you can. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, and make sure you're getting a deep stretch at the bottom. Good, we're doing 12 reps here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do some body turns and pivot in both directions. We want proper sequencing here. I need that lower body to lead the charge. The lower body has to move first, shoulders second. That's proper sequencing. It's gonna help you create more power. Keep your elbows up. We want those scapulas stabilized. And on that left leg, we're gonna drop down into a side lunge, nice and deep, and then press up. Same idea, nice and stable at the top. Get nice and tall. Now, if you're starting to lose a little bit of stability, tighten up that left glute. As soon as you post up on it, squeeze the glute and stay nice and tall. Stretch out that hip flexor. It's just a bit of the warm-up. So now you got to go and get your dowel, go and get your bench. Let's continue with the workout. You got your bench, you got your dowel. Let's get down on one knee. This is called half kneeling position. We're going to do a hip flexor stretch. Just reach up as high as you can. Now push your hip forward. So I want your right hip pushed forward. Squeeze the glute as hard as you can. You're going to feel a nice stretch across the front of your quad. Now reach up as high as you can and point your thumb to the ceiling. Reach up, point your thumb to the ceiling. For the pelvic powerhouse, if we want the glutes to get activated, we have to stretch out the antagonist or the opposite muscle. So my hip flexor here is the opposite muscle to my glute. That has to get stretched so this can fire properly. Let's add some rotation. Up and rotate. Turn your shoulders towards me. So all we're doing is we're going straight forward, out to 45 degrees, and out laterally. But the key here is that you're turning your shoulders. The shoulders have to turn while the lower body is staying stable. This is how segmental. Remember we talked about the sequencing has to be lower body stable, load with the lower body, then the shoulders, then the arms. Let's see it. Get that lower body active. Beautiful. Pelvic powerhouse. So I want rotation and tuck. When you finish, I want glutes and abs engaged. Good. Feel how that lower body is driving the rotation. We got to get that pelvis as our driver, boom, into this position. 12 reps. Your butt clears back. Your knees stay right where they are, butt clears, and then you extend up through the hips. End up on the outside of our right knee, and then outside of our left knee. This is like rotational resistive exercise, because as she tries to rotate, the ball is trying to make her fall off of her posture, or lose her posture. And what she has to do is stay as tall as possible, rotate, and her spine has to be vertical. Vertical. Rotate. Good. So after 6 reps of that, now we're going to add rotation to it. So just fire right over the shoulder. Here we go. Over the shoulder. Perfect. Load. Over the shoulder. Good. That means extension through the hips. Nice and tall. Reach up as high as you can. Now this is the kicker. This dowel here is going to stay still. And what she's going to do is stabilize and step a leg out. Here we go. We're going to do 12 reps. That's 6 reps per side. Step out. This is a culmination of all our exercises. We have sequencing. She's driving with the lower body. We got pelvic powerhouse driving through here. And then once she steps up to the top, look at that segmental stabilization. Every segment of her body, bam, bam, bam. All stay as stable as you can. Left leg nice and straight, knee into your chest. Hold it up here. Now open up your hip. Feel that nice stretch in the groin. Then we're going to take that same leg across body and stretch this glute on the right side. Now from here, we're going to go into what's called an airplane stance. Working on your balance, extend your right leg back as far as you can. Nice straight line. Now if you want to crank it up a notch, we're going to do airplane taking corners. You can see I'm working really hard here to stay stable. Back to center. So now we're going to drop down into our hip flexor stretch. I want you to think a left hand into the floor right beside my left foot. My left knee is right up against my left elbow. My pelvis is parallel to the floor, and it's going to stay there throughout this whole exercise. Open up my right side up to the ceiling. Feel that nice stretch through your T-spine. Bring it back down. Open up my left side. Again, nice stable lower body, rotating up through my T-spine and my upper body. Good. Back to the middle. Now we're going to go into a plank position. From here, feet together, hands are underneath my shoulders, and I'm going to drop down into what I call a hover. It's the bottom of a push-up. Down to the bottom and hold. Just hold it there, nice and stable. Now from here, we're going to press back up, but whole body, one piece. Whew. Good. Feet together, we're going to go into a side plank. Nice straight body, looking up at your hand. Bring it back down. Other side, rotate, looking up at your hand. Nice straight body. Back to your front plank. Now from here, my left foot is going to go right back where it was. Nice and tall through the chest. All one move. This is really cool. Drive your right knee back into your chest, right the way we started. Nice and tall. Extend through the left leg. And bring that leg back down. Whew. That's only halfway there. We got to do the other side. So again, nice and tall. Left, dive it down towards the mat. Now push that heel up and back. Kick. Good. And bring it back down. 8 reps. Good. Extend. Feel that glute. It feels like you're getting an ice pick right in the side of your butt here. Press it out. Kick that heel out. Good. What that means is this would be arched, this would be rounded, arched, find neutral. Once we have neutral spine, I want to see this. Don't let your lower back move. I want you to raise your right arm out, thumb up. Now, as you raise your arm up, I don't want to see this break. Left arm, so your core is stable, and back down. Right leg, reach your right leg back behind you. Reach, reach, reach. Don't let this break. Bring it back in. Left leg. Reach. Good. You see how that's different? Bring it back in. Now we're going to challenge you. Left arm, right leg are going to raise up at the same time. Here we go.